This is a video I'm making for the young man who stopped me on the street of Rodeo Drive and said that he had made $80,000 doing sales and he stopped because he was no longer passionate about it. And you asked me, what should I do with my life? And I didn't have time to answer you when I was walking, but I wanted to give you a longer answer right now. And what really got me thinking about that is that I actually was in your position. I had a management consulting job. I saved up $50,000 from that job. And then I said, I'm not passionate about this. I'm gonna go do something that I am passionate about, which at the time was fitness. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I took fitness and went full cycle all the way to a $46 million exit. But I wanted to give you the steps in between there and tell you how it actually ended up today, because fitness is still a passion of mine. So then why don't I do it as my business? I did the same thing and I was miserable. And so then I started the Free Training Project, which was like a nonprofit where I just did people's workouts for them. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I figured maybe I could do this for profit. And what was interesting is that as more and more customers came in, I started to get tired of actually making so many programs. And so then I was like, maybe if I just like start a gym, that's the real deal, right? And so then I signed a lease, put all the money I had into getting this gym going, and it was the hardest thing that I've ever done. I came into it thinking that I'd be training like the star athletes, right? But I wasn't. I actually found out I was training lots of moms who wanted to lose weight and didn't really care that much about fitness. And even in the few moments where I had just maybe one person that showed an inkling of interest in fitness to the degree that I was, it still got kind of boring because I ended up having to do the same thing over and over and over again. And so the difficult part with that specific part of my passion journey is that I couldn't get out of it because I already signed a lease, right? I had to just keep going. The reason I'm making this is because your passions and your interests are often incredibly narrow. And addiction is a narrowing of things that bring you joy. Fast forward. So then I scale up the gyms and then I start doing turnarounds, flying across the country, filling up other people's gyms because I really got good at marketing and sales. Then I licensed that model to 6,000 locations. I started a supplement company to sell through that distribution base. And then I sold all of that to private equity at a $46.2 million valuation. And the reason that I find this so interesting is that today, I still love fitness. And I don't talk about it because I actually don't want it to mix with my life in a weird way. And so then it begs the question, wait a second, why don't you do your passion? Because if you did your passion, you wouldn't work another day in your life. And it's just a very simplistic and inaccurate view of the world. There's only one way that you will truly be able to only do your passion.